The Burlington Town Common was full of people holding signs and blue balloons, waving at passing vehicles, and signing a big thank you card on Wednesday night during a rally to support law enforcement during a time many departments around the country are facing protests in the wake of the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, and other people of color. The organizer of the event, who has family in the Burlington Police, said she was inspired to support local officers after watching the news. She said after dropping off care packages to police, she was struck by the idea of the rally.
I felt like they needed to see some support. So it was kind of a grassroots thing. I threw it out on Facebook to kind of see where it would go. And it kind of spun from there. And now we've got this huge crowd of people that are here supporting the police.
Carol said she didn't know how many people would show up, but was happy with the turnout.
I'm pleasantly surprised because it said like 200 people were coming, but there were like 900 that said they were interested. So I'm pleasantly surprised to see as many people here.
One participant, holding up a sign in support of her daughter, who is a police officer, said she feels law enforcement officers should be supported as they face dangers serving the community.
I just feel as though, the police right now are being put in a really bad light. They put their lives on the line every single day for us. They're the ones that people call when there's a crime, and I just feel like I want to be here to support them.
Local officials were also in the crowd on Wednesday. Board of Selectmen Chair Joe Morandi said he was happy to see so many people support the Burlington Police.
Well, let's see. The turnout today is absolutely fantastic. If you turn around and look down there, what you've already done, I said there's probably, 200 people here today anyway, so that kind of shows a little support for the police department. Hopefully the fire department's involved in this also. It's a nice quiet crowd, no activity. We all know what the first responders are. If we don't have them, we don't have much. I don't know who you'd call.
Morandi also spoke on his thoughts on the equality of the Burlington Police Department.
On the Board of Selectmen, being the chairman, I get to hear quite a bit. And I have to say this, Chief Kent is probably one of the best things that ever happened to this town. He's gotten this police department in order. Every man is on track. Every man does exactly what he says. It's been incredible. He's an incredible man. I couldn't say enough about this police department.
Finally, the rally was completely driven by residents, and while the police department was not part of its creation, Chief Kent said he and his officers are grateful for the show of support.
Well, I can tell you the men and women of the Burlington Police Department are touched with the turnout of citizens. It's been a tough time to be a police officer the last few weeks, and this is probably just what the officers needed, a show of support like this, and we're very appreciative, very appreciative.
From the Burlington Town Common, I'm B News Director Rich Hosford.